Hello, it's me, Casper again here. Thank you for tuning back in. It's been a few days, but yeah, it's summertime, so yeah, I'm more outside than inside, I guess. And yeah, let's have a look at the markets, what has been done. As someone pointed out in the comments, that the past few videos I haven't said anything new, and by that I mean, the markets didn't do anything, especially regarding to URNM, uranium, and so on. So, but yeah, it hasn't done much for the past year, but that's what happens when we are in one big consolidation. Same can be said for gold and silver, right? And oil, for that matter, for the past year has been around $70. So yeah, hopefully you're still around. And when we get the breakout for gold and silver and energies, I will cover it just as I do today, but hopefully with in an uptrend, which makes it a lot more exciting for you guys and me myself personally. So as always, follow me on Twitter, YouTube, and nothing is financial advice. Always do your own due diligence. Due diligence. So let's have a look at it. Let's have a look. Um, yeah, silver looking absolutely amazing here. Higher high. We are probably going to make some sort of higher low, hopefully. And if we do, in my view, then we are go for launch for a higher low right here. Um, that's my take. Also, as you know, zooming out here, we have big reversal formations coming around. One bull flags, So it takes time. Yes, it's boring, I know, but when this resolves to the upside, it's going to be very fast, just like we saw. Let me show you. Like right here, this move took only, I don't know, 14 days or so, 14 trading days. Similar to the move here. This was one big 2 year long nothing, at least this part here, and then we sent Bush, and we will do the exact same here when we break out of this formation right here, bull flag, and we go. So give it a few times, give it a few more weeks into August, hopefully, maybe September, depending. But this pocket right here is very interesting to me. Hopefully we hold this 24, 25, 24 to 24.5 level right here. If we do, it's going to look like this, in my opinion. Gold looking all right after this big move up here, all the way down from 1600 up to 2070, more or less. And now to me, we're just having a pullback like on silver, and then we go inverted head and shoulders in play, 200-day moving average coming up, still above this breakout zone here. Looks good. I'm not going to go into too much details, and I might do it a bit quick here today, but I hope you get my drift. Nothing big has happened. Gold getting into resistance. I'm going to pull back standard, and I guess we will bounce here at some point. Again, it sounds dull, I know. Someone, uh, as someone pointed out, but yeah, that's how I look at things. Anyways, these are the schedules from last time, the gold to silver ratio. We have a bounce, as you can see, and at some point we're gonna roll over, and that's when you see gold and silver go to the upside. And this is, as you know, boring. I know, the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boop, boop. There it is. That's my take until proven otherwise. Uh, yeah, a lot of support here, as you can see, and would be nice to have a bounce or to have a retrace from there. The dollar having a small retrace to the upside after the big breakdown of the 100.8, and now we're back up here at 101.4. And to me, this is just a minor pullback on the shorter time frames, and we will roll over lower. And again, it's aligned to break down here mid-August. It's all aligned right now, I think, for gold and silver, the dollar, the gold to silver ratio as well, and so on. So let's see. Looking good. Looking goody good. Very bad day today, actually, for Bitcoin. Still, we are holding the 19K level. Excuse me, 29K level here, and having a bit of a small retrace here. But we did have a bull flag here, breakdown, bear flag below, very bad breakdown today. So let's see. The most important thing for Bitcoin is that this green uptrend is kept in place. So we need some sort of bounce right here at around 28, 29 in that range for Bitcoin. If not, then we will see, I think, much lower to the downside. But actually, given how the dollar will perform, I think in August, I think Bitcoin will keep its bullish outlook. But it's a very difficult call for sure. So yeah, let me see here. I am recording, yes. Palladium still doing absolutely nothing, and that is beautiful. It's still beautiful. You have this, wait, Jesus, still doing absolutely nothing, waiting for the breakout. Yes, it's boring, but if this resolves to the upside, then it will be a big one. We could go all the way down to, where is it? I have a level here somewhere. No, it's not here anymore. But yeah, still looking good. The overall bullish formation here, which is 2 years long, still intact. Platinum still, again, not doing much here. I would prefer to get quickly above the 1,000 mark, to get above the 200, so it doesn't start to curl down here. And hopefully we have some sort of inverted head and shoulders here. But yeah, let's see. Still looking good long term. But I hope we get a big move up to 1,050 somewhat quickly, like that. Let's keep it. Yeah, copper had an interesting day because it broke down. For some reason, they're not on here anymore. Actually, it didn't. Okay, fair enough. It didn't. So we have this one here, but it needs to hold. So this is the only take you should be looking at, in my view, for depending on where you want to put it, but for copper. So let's see. It's a big squeeze that we're into right now. You can clearly see the 200 coming through here. And I would imagine if I added on the 50 and the 100 that they are right here as well. So this is a big one. I think, as mentioned, if we break down to the downside, then recession is coming. We can also break to the upside again, and then we can have not a recession, but a stagflation period where inflation will go higher and faster compared to how productive the companies can be. So yeah, that's copper for you. And now we're getting into the interesting part, which is oil. I want to show you something big here. Last time we made these fantastic drawings here all the way down, and we are bouncing up here today. Let me go to the daily. Similar thing. You can see it here. Slight touch, retrace, boom, and now we are through. Breaking a 1 year long downtrend channel here, massive, and the 200 moving average, which is still curling down, but this is a start for sure. And to me, this marks the beginning of the next inflation wave overall, which you can feel on your purchasing power, I think, within 18 months or so, when this really gets going. It's gonna hurt a lot, but this is a start in my view if we hold. So yeah, oil is looking good. We are into the gap fill. I just noticed still we have a gap fill here. There it is. I can make it red. So we still need to get back above and hold above the gap fill. And then obviously we have the big 82, as you know, the 82. But still, this is very good. One long, big green candle, as we like it. Looking good. The natural gas futures. So this is the American one. The American. Still doing nothing the past 2 days after last week. Breakout, retest, hopefully resumption. This is still very bullish, rounding, bull flag. So yeah, let's see if we can get above this one here and then keep grinding higher. And I think if oil will go higher, so will nat gas, of course. Looking at the Dutch ETF, I have to go to the Heiken Ashi because otherwise you can't see a goddamn thing. Look at this, similar to oil. A very long retest here. How far did we retrace actually? Let's have a look. Is it 50%? I don't know. No, it's more. Okay, it's way more. Jesus Christ. It's log scale. I forgot. So 90% retrace here. What more do you want? You know, could see. Right. And I think This is a big double bottom here, and then we are going to, let's add the horizontal there, and we have the lower here. Let's see what happens, but this is very bullish for now. This might need a month or two, as mentioned previously, before we can resume higher, but still, nat gas is very explosive, and we're heading into winter in Europe. Well, not in like 4 months or so. And if we get an early winter or just a mild, what's it called, cold snap or anything, then this is going to go way higher. Even though they say that, we have stockpile, still have like 90% stockpile and so on. But when and if we have to restock all this nat gas, the flow into the stock is just way too low to compare to what might be needed. So that's my take on gas. XOP looking phenomenal after the breakout that we looked at. Just one straight line following oil up, looking good, looking good. Zooming out here, looking good, looking good. Inverted head and shoulders, as you know, looks fantastic. And where are we on the shorter time frame? At least this is 1.5 year long. We are still squeezing right here, where the first step was to break this downtrend there. So we'll probably go up here, as mentioned previously, retrace, then boom, depending if oil will continue its move, which I think it will, as mentioned. So XOP is looking good. OIH looking frisky, as you know, peaking out here. So that's not too bad, but still, I thought we would have a retrace now here, and I still think that could be possible. Very overbought, fully aligned, as you can see here. So let's see if we can keep the overbought conditions and not start to cool down. But I still think we need a pullback here to some degree. But yeah, as you can see on the weekly, it's looking mighty fine. Nowhere near overbought at all. Oops. And yeah, it's looking good. OIH. Lithium at a critical junction. I added huge on the breakout right here somewhere. And we're now back testing the green one and the golden, as you can see right there, the cross, the double support, and the triple actually, because we have the 200. So if this holds, then it's go time, because you have a triple support that held. And on the other hand, if we break down, as you can say, yes, it's boring, breaking down from a triple support that is not holding after a massive breakout of a bullish formation will spell disaster all the way down here, again to the lower side of the channel for a third touch, and then we can grind higher. And then all this will be a big fake out to the upside. So yeah, I have my stops ready below here, so it will be interesting to see what happens. XLF surprised me. It really did. I thought that we were going to break down from this bear flag here, but we're peaking above a long-term resistance, as you can see there. So for some reason, banking and financials is trying to do something, but let's give it a few days to see how it will perform. Oh, the USD Swiss franc. Let me show you if you haven't seen it. Look at this long-term 10-year, 15-year long bear flag breaking down right here. Boom, broken down last week. Let's zoom in. About 2 weeks ago, but anyways, and we came down to the lower side of this channel, and we will probably get some sort of upside, and then we will roll over again, just like we think here on the Dixie. So I think we will see similar things here. Nvidia, I think right now are in a crucial state. Let's remove those. You have the bearish formation up here, fake out, and now this one needs to hold. If it doesn't, usually you go all the way down to this low right here. And then I think we will get a full gap fill all the way down to 300 more or less. So yeah, very critical, but we have a big red candle last Friday, and now we have a what's it called, a bullish harami set up here, I think it's called. So let's see tomorrow what happens to Nvidia. This is also very, very exciting. Let's go to the nominal scale, zooming out. This is the Brazilian ETF. We have been looking at this for like half a year. On Twitter, even more, I guess, even 1 year, I think. And look at where we are now. Zooming in, zooming in, zooming in. There it is. Oh, there it is. The break. This was a fake out. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens right here. If we can start to build a very good base above this 15-year long downtrend. This is very exciting to me. And yeah, I'll need to give it a few weeks to see what happens. Hopefully we're basing out here, or we pull higher, or flag, retest, all the good stuff we are looking at here, and then we will enter. I need to see it. I need to see some confirmation of this breakout. But anyways, this is typical. This is the emerging markets, right? The Brazilian ETF. And I posted a chart where you overlaid the USD inverted, and they are very much aligned. So this to me tells me that the dollar is going down, as we talked about. Give it a few weeks, a week or two maybe, and then this one is going way, way higher, all the way up here. It's going to do tremendous gains, and bonus, this has an 8% dividend. Not too shabby. Last but not least, I think I'll have one more. I have the Baltic Dry Index, but still, just want to show you the nickel. Still holding our long-term trend line here. Need to go to the log scale. Yes, still holding the long-term trend line in the channel. Jesus Christ. In the downtrend channel here. Let's go to the Heikin Nash. Right, still holding downtrend channel. And if we resume to the upside, the nickel squeeze, in my view, could be very much on again. And I think we could go all the way up to 2,500. So yeah, nickel could be onto something. I haven't looked at this one in a while. Yeah, nothing much has happened. Surprise, surprise. One might get disappointed. Still in the downtrend channel here, and we will see here, waiting for a possible break right here. This is what we're looking at, but no bullish formation overall. Might need 2 or 3 months before we can break to the upside. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm just trying to give you what I see on the charts and the past. 3 months, 2 months hasn't been that much interesting, both for gold, silver, energies. Only XOP has done great, actually. And now the Brazilian ETF is breaking out to the upside, looking good. Platinum hasn't done anything. The dollar has been breaking down big time, so that's quite nice. But still, you need a big pause before you can see something huge coming. So let's see. We might be talking very more positively in 2 months' time, more or less. Anyways, I will not keep you around anymore. I hope you have a great day, and leave some comments below again if you would like to. And yeah. Oh, I think just before you leave, we didn't look at URNM. So if you're still here, you will have a surprise. Surprise, surprise. Again, this is holding for now. Fake out, but still, I'm overall bullish on energies. So if oil will keep doing its thing and gas, this will be the breakout right here at early August, maybe. I will not give a time, but still early August would make sense. Mid-August, maybe. But still, we're close. Your energies is looking good. Cheers.